So I'm going to start with a story about Harriet. And I think a lot of children know this story. Now, Harriet was almost 8 years old, and she was the daughter of the 3rd Earl and Countess. And Harriet, on the staircase, I think it would be to your right, she was having a party. It was the 21st of June, midsummer, and she was looking over to see if her friends were there. Now, do you think her friends were there? Do you think she was scared when she looked over the railing? Yeah, you think so? Because it's a big, tall staircase, isn't it? She's scared. And why do you think she was scared?
Because it was big. Because it was high up.
Yeah, and you're right. She had a reason to be scared because she bent over the railing, which is very, very low, and she fell. Now, Harriet has been seen a lot of times. She loves children. She's not scary. She's very friendly. A lot of children leave her teddies and books and toys. She said yes. That's great. And do you think Harriet enjoys it when children come here? No. Do you think she likes to play with children? Do you think we could get her to say something? I think we could. I think if we tried really hard, Harriet might say yes or no. Okay, Harriet, do you like it when children come here so you can play again? No? Yes, she does. And I'll tell you why. Because she comes out all the time when children come. So, I think after you guys leave, I think we're going to be seeing a lot of Harriet for a few days in the castle.
Hello, children!
The next thing that happened when we were there was my son went missing. And now this is how we first found Harriet. He went missing. He was 4 years old, and we looked and searched through that whole big castle to see where he was. And we couldn't find him. And he came down the stairs when we finally did find him a few hours later, and he said, "Don't worry, Mommy, a little boy and girl held my hand." And that's when we realized it was Harriet that had helped him down the stairs. So she was very friendly and very good.
She's going downstairs!
Is she going down the stairs? That's great. Now, after that happened, a few months later, I was up in my room, and we have a small apartment. We don't live in the whole big castle, because there's a lot of the castle that's not fixed. So we lived in a room on the 3rd floor, all the way up. And at 3 in the morning, I heard children running. And laughing and playing. And I looked in the bed next to me, and my children were asleep. So who do you think that was?
Harriet! Harriet!
Harriet. Now, this was one flight up. This was all the way on the top of the castle that they heard this. Now, so I was very, very brave. Would you be brave?
No. Yeah, I'm not scared of anything.
Okay, that's good. You're not scared of anything. Now, I went and I got a torch, and I said, somebody's going to get hurt up there. Somebody's gotten in, and they're going to fall. So I took the torch, and I thought, if I go up there, will I find the children? Will they be in the old nursery with toys and maybe a rocking horse? Or will they be where they used to learn their lessons with ABCs and little blocks? Or would they be studying? Because they all did this in one big room, way up on the top of the castle. Now, so I said, okay, be brave. So I went up and I looked room to room for these children. And they were making sounds, they were walking, they were laughing, they were giggling. All, it seemed, way in front of me. And I couldn't reach them. And I kept looking. And there's about 14 rooms on each floor. Big rooms, big dark rooms. And I looked in every corner, and there was nothing there. And then I went to the next room, and I said, surely they fooled me, they're hiding. They're in the next room. And they weren't in the next room. And then I said, okay, I hear them over there. And then I went to the next. And I saw a block where they would have learned their ABCs. And then I saw a book. And then I kept walking, and there was no children anywhere. So finally, in the last room, there was a rocking horse, and it was rocking. It was making this squeaky sound. And still, no children. So I came downstairs, and I went to my room, and I made sure that my children were still asleep and not playing a trick on me. And they were in bed. And do you want to know something? Yeah? Do you? Okay. That happened maybe 3 times a month, with different things happening every time I went up to the room to see what was going on. And nobody was there. And then we found out, because there was little children's nursery rhymes on the wallpaper, and little flowers in different rooms, and butterflies, that was where the children lived. But they weren't children like you, they were spirit children, and they weren't going to get hurt. So I just would listen to them and kind of say, they'll be okay, and stop going upstairs. And now the last time I heard them was a couple of months ago. So they're still here. And that's the story of the nursery. And maybe one day, when the castle is finished being restored, everybody can go up and see what it looks like. And it's safe.